everybody.
I like that music. Hey, I know, right?
Just
It
the
is hump
two
day.
of us.
Woo!
Uh, so my mother and Monty's here. I mean, you know what's funny? I was telling my mother the other day, I was like, you know what I miss? Since I actually had to say it now because Monty's here. I was like, Ma, I actually miss you just like sitting down going to dinner with Monty and his family. I miss hanging out with them. You know?
Yeah, Muncie's having cruise withdrawals.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just the cruise. I just miss like hanging out with them, you know?
Right.
Because I had a good time, hanging out with all of them.
Well, welcome in everybody to a new show across the way. We are in the Port of Zadar. Hopefully, I'm saying it correctly. And yeah, we have a lot of information for you guys.
You know, we're not saying it correctly. I mean, honestly, the news is actually kind of tough right now. I'm still like in the middle of it because half the stuff is in Croatian. So
Exactly. I
I'm
saw
like,
that
oh my
too.
god. I'm like, oh my god. So just let you know, this might be a little tough today for us.
I know it's gonna be a little tough. I'm with you, Keith.
I'm
When I
like,
looked at the information, I'm like, oh God, today's gonna be one of those
who
days.
picked this port? I mean, whoever
I
picked this
wonder
port
who.
is a retard.
I wonder who. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here today. We don't have Jeffy. Jeffy is at work right now.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure how many
the
more weeks he's
status.
going to be working.
Yeah.
He actually gets off at 8 p.m. So it's hard for him to go from work to home and then get on the show. So who knows?
No.
Maybe he'll peek in. I don't know. But thank you so much for being here, Mama Nancy. And
He could do a drive-by.
I know, right? Woo!
You know?
That will be great if he can come in and say hello, everybody. But he just got off of work at 8 p.m. So I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do it. But by the time he gets home and stuff like that, but maybe eventually down the road, he'll be able to be here with us. Welcome in, Miss Katie. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, today's going to be an interesting show for sure.
I mean, you know, I remember I was looking at. I was like, people say Croatia's a gorgeous country, this, and that, and I know it's like right next to Italy. The obviously northeast part. I think it's the northeast part of Italy is where Croatia is. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this one. It's right next to Italy. You know, I mean, the thing is, you don't realize that it's like it's so weird. It's like almost like as if like you're going from like Georgia to like North or South Carolina, right? It's literally right there, right? So, and you see a country right next to each other, but yet they speak a total different language. Like I've never been to Europe, but I know if you ever take a train through Europe, right? You're literally going to be on a train, and you're going to have people speaking different languages as you go through. You know, that would probably be a pretty cool experience just to go on a train through Europe. You know,
right.
One was like, you
I did see. Did you see some of those excursions? How beautiful! I was like, oh
it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful, guys. It's definitely something that if it's definitely something that if you have not been or maybe thinking of doing, put it in your bucket list because I think you're gonna have a great time. Especially like those places, they have like amazing waterfalls and different places that you can visit there. And we're going to be talking about that during the actual show. It's going to be a little crazy because some of the words are going to be a little bit hard to say, but we're going to roll through it. When I was checking out my stuff and I'm like, oh, today's going to be a great day. Next week, we're going to be in an even nicer port. I actually picked that port last minute today because we didn't have anything for next week. But then if you guys have a port that you guys want to see, put it down in the comments. Like always, guys, for everybody that is watching that you don't like to comment, just put a little wave or say hello, so that we can see that you're, because we know that you're here, but you guys never comment. Commenting on our show lets YouTube know that we're actually having something good. Please like and subscribe to the channels if you have not done so yet. Thank you so very much ahead of time. Are you going on an NCO Aqua in September, Nancy? Ooh, NCO Aqua. Oh,
I will be there.
Well, somebody's gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's all he needed to know. He's like, wait, hold on.
Actually, that one I'm already booked for. I just haven't announced it, but yep, we are actually going. We're taking my mother-in-law. That'll be her first cruise.
That is awesome.
So
You guys are gonna have a great
it,
time.
it just so we figure we do a short one, which is good for a first timer. You do a short
Mhm.
one, test out the waters, see if you like it. If you like it, after that you do a 7 day.
Yeah, but you know what? The NCL Aqua is a wonderful ship for somebody that is starting into the cruise part of it because that's a
Yeah.
beautiful ship.
Well, originally we had a cruise booked in 2020, right, on the NCL Encore, but then
Mm,
COVID hit
okay.
and the cruise got canceled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Muncie, call me. We can check it out and we can give you some pricing on that. But I'll tell you something. Aqua, like all that Prima class, like the Viva, the Luna, Aqua, they're all amazing ships. They're smaller, not as big as the Mardi Gras. But what it
Yeah,
has to offer is a whole lot. And especially the layout of the promenade is very different than what you're probably used to when you get on there. You're gonna see. And the
yeah,
way the
yeah.
casino is, it's kind of like strange because they have some casino.
Is it like the Escape Casino?
No, no, it's
Where,
different because
where
as you're
you had
coming in, like when you're walking into the casino, it's kind of like a hallway, and it has some slot machines, like
on the
little
wall?
flex machines on the walls. And
Yeah,
then you're like, so if you're wanting to like record, it's kind of hard because as soon as you come in through that hallway, you got the machines, and then you have the whole casino opens up at
yeah,
the back.
yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't even started like my walkthrough yet. Obviously, because the Mardi Gras is an older ship, so I'm
Mhm.
not worried too much about the walkthrough because I have so much. I'm not even kidding you. I have so much video footage that like I have videos and then have videos within videos. So
Right,
basically, or for example, I have hibachi, but I'm going to take the hibachi and make that into its own video. But
right,
also, that whole video is also going to be where inside my vlog also. So that's why I say you have video within a video. Like for
right.
example, I did a short on the if you don't know what happened with me with the donut, have you wife seen it?
I actually seen
Have you seen it?
it.
I mean, how do you get a Boston cream without
And
the cream?
without the cream, I'm like, what?
So, so if you notice, how do I have two cameras going at the same time? So you see, I
Yeah.
have my regular camera and I have the glasses. So I was recording both, so that's why. And a lot of people don't. You see the video, it's all up there. But I had to time down the video and the glasses. I kept going
I will
back,
say
back.
something.
So to make the timing almost, the timing is still off by like maybe a hair, right? Like
Wow.
a quarter of a tenth of a second, but it's literally I had to watch how my hand was moving. I
Right.
literally watched how my hand was moving the donut to make sure on the other one it does it at the same time. It literally, I was like,
I
well,
will
it
say,
was tough.
Keith, you like that kind of stuff. I saw this guy on Star of the Seas, and I love the way he had it set up. He had it, it's kind of like a it was attached to his body. So he had a camera looking at him, he had a camera looking out, and he had a camera on this side and a camera on that side. He has 4 cameras, and he was doing a ship tour. And as he's walking, so you have the camera on his face, he's talking about whatever it is that he's talking about. The other one is taking the front ward, and the other ones are taking the sides. And
Yeah.
it was
So
kind of like in front of him, and it was really cool the way he had it. And I thought about you, and I said, oh my God, Keith, I could see Keith wearing something like that. I even thought about it.
no, see, that's a little bit too much because when you start walking down those hallways, oh shit, my camera hit there, my camera hit there, So this like I would be fine with like just if you want to have the camera facing you where you're not doing that,
Right.
which that is fine, and the camera facing the other way. But that's why I have I understand the thing that sucks with the glasses, it only films was a vertical, it don't do horizontal.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times I have to if I have to I zoom in to make it look like it's vertical, but really it's actually they're made to do like shorts and all that.
Gotcha. I tell you, I forgot to ask the guy what is his channel, and I thought about it, but he was so, he was doing his work, so I didn't want to mess him up because he had to turn off 4 cameras instead of 1.
So Muncie's also right about that. So DJI has a 360 camera, right? That rotates and all that, right? I saw Richard has it from No Pants Profits. He showed me it, and it literally but it's good and bad, right?
Right.
The good thing, yes, it rotates, it does that, but it don't have like the stick. I don't know if you could connect the stick to the bottom. I didn't look too much into that, but I know like my camera, if you look at, I could literally hold my camera. Like once you have seen, he's seen me first, see me do it. I mean, this stick with me on it, I'm telling you, it's probably at least like 10 or 12 feet in the air when I hold full extension. Right, when I hold full extension, I'm already 7. It's got to be like somewhere between 10 and 12 feet in the air. So I could literally hold my camera to the top, and we can see everything. Like if you actually watch like when I put out like my deck parties, because the deck parties I'm starting to do is I put them in their own separate video because deck parties don't get monetized. So why am I going to kill my whole video because of a deck party? So I put them in their own separate video because I still want to show the content out there. I want everybody to see everything that goes out there. So I put it in their own separate video. Now, if I put a clip of it in the video, I just change the song. I put something that's actually not copyrighted, and I just show you what the people do and dance around for like 30 seconds, and then it's just to give you an idea of, okay, this happened then, and then I put out the video of the actual deck party.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and start our show today. We're in the Port of Zadar, or how would you even say it, Keith? Is it Zadar or?
No, I would say Zadar.
Zadar.
No, it sounds like Zadar.
It's like when you went to Paris. Merci beaucoup. All right.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Don't worry.
I know, right?
I might have to go ask Google in a couple of minutes.
I know, right? All right, so here we go. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Port of Zadar or Sadar. Sadar is what it says pronunciation here. It's Croatian, historically known as Sara, from the Venetian and the Italian pronounced di Sara. That's kind of strange. It also has other names and pronunciations to this port. If you have never been to Croatia, I will suggest to highly put it on your bucket list because this is an amazing port to even see. When I was actually studying to present this information out to you today, it was just so beautiful to see all the different landscapes and different historical parts that they have. If you guys know me, I love history, so it was great. Just so that you guys know, this port is situated in the Adriatic Sea at the northwestern part of Ravini-Katari region. Zadar serves as the seat of Zadar County, and of the wider northern Dalmatian region. The city proper covers 25 kilometers, which is 9.7 square miles, with a population of 75,082 in 2011. Not too many people live over there, making it the second largest city in the region of Dalmatia and the 5th largest city in the country. Today is a historical center of Dalmatia and Zadar County principals political, cultural, commercial, industrial, educational, and transportation center. Zadar is also the episcopal see of the Archdiocese of Zadar. Because of its rich heritage, Zadar is today one of the most popular Croatian tourist destinations, named entertainment center of the Adriatic by Times, and Croatia new capital of the Guardian. So this is one of the UNESCO's World Heritage Sites list, included in the fortified city of Zadar, is part of the Venetian works of defense between the 16th and the 17th century. So that is really cool to know, that information. A little bit about the historical, the name of the city Zadar emerged in ladera or ladder in the ancient times. It was most probably related by a hydrographical term coined by an Asian Mediterranean people and their pre-Indo-European language. They transmitted it to latter settlers, and in that time, the name of Liburnian settlement was the first mentioned by the Greek inscriptions of Pharos. During the antiquity, the names was often recorded in the source of Latin in two forms: latter in the description of the writings of classic writer, and ladera predominantly among the late antiquity writer. In Dalmatian, during that time, they changed a little bit and they reflected in the Croatian name Zadar or Sadar in the 12th century. They developed in masculine and graphic by Jader Rani from the legend of Saint in the 9th century was identical of the initial Old Slavic. So imagine them trying to figure out, the country, the name, the city, and all of that stuff during the 9th century BC. So that was before Christ, and in during that time. So it was a long time down the road. So there faces an inland and from which is separated by the narrow Zadar Strait. The promontory in which the old city stands use a separated from the mainland by a deep moat, which has since been filled. The harbor to the northeast of the town is the safe spacious. If you want to check out what is the climate there, it's mild. It has its wet winters and it's very warm, humid summer. July and August are the hottest months, which is an average temperature around 84 to 86 Fahrenheit. The highest temperature ever was recorded was 104 Fahrenheit, and on the 5th of August of 2027. So this information that I'm giving you about the climate is just in case if you're planning on going there. So you know that July and August are the hottest months in Zadar. So I was reading about the history part of this place. And the district presenting days, Zadar has been populated since the prehistoric time. Excuse me. The earliest evidence of human life comes from the late Stone Age, while numerous settlements have been dated early in the days before the area was inhabited by an ancient Mediterranean people of the pre-Indo-European culture. They assimilated with the Indo-Europeans who settled between the 4th and the 2nd millennium BC into the new unity that the Liburnians, Zadar was a settlement by that time. They laid out the 9th century BC, built in a small stone inlet and embarkment there. A little bit about the early, kind of like the early Middle Ages in the 5th century, under the rule of the kingdom, Zadar became poor, with many civic buildings ruined due to advanced age. And hold on a second. I just want to make sure we're still alive because my YouTube on the other side is kind of strange. So due to, okay, hold on a second. They became poor due to many civic buildings ruined by the advanced age. About the same time, the 6th century, it was hit by an earthquake which destroyed the entire complexes and monumental Roman architectural during that time. So since Zadar is an old, like back in the time age, it's like it has been through a whole lot of different things. If this is something that you want to get into and kind of know a little bit more, you can find that information on the internet for sure. But as Zadar continues to grow within the 15th and 18th century, after the death of Louis Zadar came under the rule. There was different rulers that happened during that time, and during the 16th and 17th centuries were noted in Zadar for the Ottoman attacks. The Ottoman captured the continental part of Zadar in beginning of the 16th century, and the city itself was a time range of Turkish artillery during that time. In the 19th to the 20th century, in 1797, with the Treaty of Campo Formino, the Republic of Venice included Zadar and came under the Austrian crown. In 1806, it was briefly given to the Napoleonic Kingdom of Italy. So this place have been passed from place to place, as you guys can see. In 1918 to 1947, the Italy entered World War, and it underwent provisions to set in Treaty of London in exchange for its participation with the Triple Entity. And the event of victory, Italy was obtained territory in northern Dalmatia, including Zadar. So during all of these times, then the World War II of this place happened. So everything, it was just crazy how much this place have endured and from all the different hands that they have passed. So just reading the history of Croatia, like when the War of Independence happened between the 1991 and 1995, it kind of they just went through so much during that time. And in the recent years, like the architectural and everything has grown to what it is today. And just to read about this place, it just brings me back to like all the history that you can, that not only you read, but once you get there, I'm pretty sure it kind of like brings you in through that culture of time. So if there's something that maybe you're thinking of maybe possibly going to check out, maybe you want to check out Zadar. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for the history part. I'm going to pass it over to Keith, and he's going to tell us about all the news. So take it away, Keith.
I have so many tabs up top. I was like, where's StreamYard go? Where's that little dog? I was like, that's why I was like, oh, okay. So I actually checked. So it's not Zadar, it's Zadar. That's how Google pronounced it. I put both languages. So you gotta give it like a little Zadar. Like I'm going to battle, Zadar. Okay. But let's get with the news. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm still in the middle of trying to look for the restaurants. Nothing's in English, so I'm like, oh my god, this. Hopefully, I could get it for you guys. I've been struggling with this for the past for a while. Okay, so today's it says today at the time actually when I looked, it was 66 degrees. At the port, there are no cruises. Minimum wage is 970 euros a month. If you're wondering about the time zone, it is currently 2:25. Yeah, 2:25 in the morning over there, as it is a 6-hour difference. So I always try to explain to everybody. So, say for example, you have a cruise, right? Right, you have a cruise, right? 12 o'clock check-in, right? Remember, when you're gonna fly over there, it's gonna be 12 o'clock their time, not where you live. So do put that self. Everybody, we always forget to say, oh yeah, just use common sense. I know not everybody has the common sense to that part when you're traveling to Europe. So, for example, we always say fly the day before. So you got to figure if you fly the day before, you're gonna fly on Friday, right? You're not gonna take an 8 o'clock at night flight, right? Think about it. You take an 8 o'clock at night flight. That's basically like you're leaving the day you're flying the day of over there. Now, off the top of my head, I don't know how many hours. So if anybody knows how many hours about it takes to fly to Italy, so which is right over there, just put it in there. So I don't know that off the top of my head. So let me find some of these news stories. Okay, let's get here we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's 9 hours from Miami. So I figure it's about 9-10 hours, right? And if it's a 6 hour difference, right? So you gotta add like 16 hours. You gotta think about it. It's like so technically 16 hours. So your best bet, if you're gonna fly the day before, you have to fly early in the morning. Do yourself a favor in the morning and get that 6 a.m. flight the day before, because technically you're leaving at 12 and you're not going to get there until about 10, 11 o'clock at night. And do you really want to fly? You really want to land in a different country at 10, 11 o'clock at night? No, your best bet is to fly 2 days before, but you can still do it at nighttime. You do the one at night. When you get there, it's already morning. You might be tired, but at least you're there. That's my suggestion to all you guys to do that right now. Okay, so yes, and it's already September 19th. They're in the future, but they refuse to give me the winning lottery numbers over here. I don't know. I don't know why. They just refuse. Okay, so let's get to the news, right? Share screen. I was in the middle of it. Let's see, which one are we at? Okay, here we go. Oh, I was wondering, well, yeah, I'm not trying to sell headphones, everybody. Okay, I don't know why. Zadar Seacrest app recognized as Marine Conservatorship finalist. A Croatian maritime initiative has advanced to a final stage of one of the globe's most esteemed sustainable tourist awards, the Seacrest app, which I never heard of. Now, because of this, I'm actually going to check that out. So the Seacrest app received through collaboration among Zadar Cruise for on the global port holding GPH, the Rewilding Developer Foundation, and the tech firm Seacrest. I'm not going to read too much because these words they're mixing too many of these words together, and I'm going to sound like a little, I'm just not going to sound right. But you get the idea of this news story. The Seacrest app, whatever it is, I will let you guys know what that is probably before the next segment, just to see what it is. Okay, so let's go on to the next news story. I'm actually going to hold out. Usually I delete them. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so this is actually just in Croatia. August 9th, 2024, cruise passenger reportedly went overboard on Royal Caribbean's Explorer of the Seas as this cruise passenger tried to explore the sea, right? So Royal Caribbean, and I apologize. I know it's not the right place to say, but you had Explore the Seas guy jumped overboard, or man or female, someone jumped over. It just fit the line right. Okay. Royal Caribbean's International Explorer of the Seas is currently involved in search operations following an alert for a passenger overboard in the early morning hours of Friday, August 9th, 2024. And I guess so many of these stories. Like now, I do this so often. You talking about from a year ago. I really do not remember. I don't remember this one. Some of them I do. Some of them that the spotlight you'll remember. Like for example, I remember that there was a fight in Texas on a Carnival cruise after the cruise. We're all going to remember that. I'm probably going to remember the story that I just did. I actually just put it out right when we actually started here. I thought I put it out right. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to put it out. Yeah, so let's see. Did they find the passenger? Is deck 12? Okay, welcome. Okay, I do remember this part. So okay, woke up ship around 3:41. Emergency Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. So those you don't know, if you hear the alert of Oscar, 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 and you look overboard, there might be someone that actually fell overboard. So always, if you see that, if someone is going overboard, if you see them go overboard, try to find the little tube and throw it out there, or life vest or something that floats, and then call to grab the phone and call 911 and let them know. Okay, so that's it for that one. Yeah, that I can take. And this next story is an unfortunate story as a young, well, a young football player, which is not American football, which is for us, it's soccer, right? So the tribute's port for this happened. Well, it was, like I said, a lot of everything's in different language. So I just only I found in English. So this happened in 2022. This is 3 years ago. Tribute sport for a talented Irish football player in January, friend Sean Brogan, who aged 20 after. So he fell off the wall in Croatia, which is an I don't know what unfortunate situation. Oh my God, I'm not giving you my email. So basically, they want my email. Whatever. You're not getting my email. So basically, what happened is he fell off the wall in Croatia and he fatally passed away. And he was an Irish soccer player, right? So that's basically what happened. And we off of that. And now I'm actually going to pass this off to Tinkerbell, who's going to do Shefty's part. I don't know where she's here.
I hope you guys like that music. I like that music. So we're going to talk about around the port, what to do in the port of Zadar, Croatia. And in this place, as you guys may know or may not, Zadar is placed on the heart of the city. This position provides direct access to any shopping places, sightseeing, and other contents in the town. The passengers transfer to the port is the fastest and easy because walking distance between different localities is not more than 20 minutes on a smaller ships if they dock there. Just keep that in mind. A new passenger terminal will officially open in April 24, which actually already opened on April 24, 2019, at Zadar Cruise Port. The new Zadar terminal building extends over 18,000 square meters in 2 floors. The larger cruise ship docks there. At the city center is far away, which is about 4 kilometers, give or take, from the terminal of Zadar. The authorities offer shuttle buses at the discretion of each of the cruise line and will drop you off near the Sea Organ. That's kind of like weird how they put that word there, which is close to the center of the town, approximately 15 euros if the service is in operation. There is local bus stops at the port, and it can get you to town for a few euros. The first, you should take the bus number 9, which is the Liburnia bus line, which takes you to the central bus station. There's a change bus, and then take bus number 2 or bus number 4 will take you to the straight Old Town. The buses run every 30 minutes. Approximately bus 2 and 4 will drop off at the Sea Organ and Old Town. So if you don't want to do the taxi, then you can always do the bus, and it'll probably cost you like a few euros, like they say, maybe $1 or 2. Well, 1 euro or 2. Depending on the winds and wave, you can hear as soon as you get off of the ship. The musical Sea Organ is located on the shores of Zadar, Croatia. It is one of the world's first musical pipe organs that have been played by the sea. Simple and elegant steps carved with white stones were built in the quayside. Underneath, there are 35 musically tuned tubes with whistle openings to the sidewalk. The movement of the sea pushes the air through, and depending on the size of the velocity of the wave, the musical chords are played. The waves create random harmonic sounds. Guys, when I was reading this, I'm like, I can even imagine being there and hearing, hearing the music that comes out of the sea, and how they built this. It's just crazy. But it'll be kind of cool to actually one day be able to see and enjoy that. The most visited cruise ports in Croatia is Dubrovnik, Split, and Zadar. So keep in mind that if you're ever going down that rate, I mean, you can go to Dubrovnik, you can go to Split, or you can go to Zadar, depending on where your cruise ship takes you. The town of Zadar is a region boast an important and rich artistic patrimony dating in the Roman times and early Christian times and early Croatian medieval times, above all the many sacred buildings that they actually have there. It's worth visiting together with an extraordinary testimonies of millenarian culture. The marble traffic free streets of the old town are replaced with the Roman ruins, medieval churches, and several fascinating museums. Massive 16th century fortification still shields the city, with the landward side with walls running along the harbor. Now, if you're planning on doing like a tour excursion, transportation that you might need, Zadar is located opposite of the island of Uglen. Oh God, I don't butcher that name. From which is separated by the narrow Zadar Strait. The promontory, and which is the old city stands, used by to be separated from the mainland by a deep moat, which has since become a landfill. It pays to compare, the different lands and things that you can do around there. They do have nearby shopping there. They actually have the green market. They have the fish market on there. And if you're looking to eating some really good fish, like fresh, that's where you would go. The currency over there is euro. The communication in the language is Croatian, but they actually do speak English. They do have Wi-Fi internet hotspots over there in the downtown area. If maybe you're thinking of getting off the ship, maybe needing some Wi-Fi or something like that, then you can actually be able to do so. So that is what I have at around the port. So right now I'm going to get back with Keith, and we're going to talk about shore excursions and restaurants, because we got to talk about all of that. We're already hungry. We got to figure where we're going to go out and eat. So here we go. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. I'm actually, if you like slot machines, I created another YouTube channel. So I'm actually in the process of putting it out there. I have literally one subscriber, but yet I have like 452. Well, it's from the shorts, but it says 452 watch hours.
Hey, that's not bad.
With one subscriber. Okay?
That's how you start.
Hey, well, it's only slot machines. So if anybody has videos of themselves doing slot machines, send them over. I'll put them up there.
There goes your one subscriber. Musty's like, I'm subscribed.
Then there's something wrong with this thing, because I'm also I think I am.
Oh my God, he doesn't know if he's a subscriber.
It's me. I got to subscribe to all my other shows. But well, so yeah, I'm actually gonna before we go, I'm gonna put it in the chat and everything. So maybe people will watch it. Yeah. So you're really, it's more like it's just gonna slot machines. You're really ever gonna see like the faces, but because I mean, my wife goes with her mother to like the casinos, and they sit there and play slots. So I told them just take videos, send it to me. I'm gonna do all this.
You got the whole family working. See?
Well, this is actually my mother-in-law's idea. She wanted to do
Oh,
it. So the name also has to do with something to do with my father-in-law and all that. So
oh,
that's
that's awesome.
it's more like something that has to do with him. So which is
That's
good.
awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. So and they both of them really enjoy going to like the casino, playing the slots and all that. I'll be honest, they're not table like me. Like I don't know how people could like this. People they are so obsessed with slots. They could literally sit at a slot machine for 20 hours. I like the table games because you know what I like about table games. You're sitting there, you're talking to people, you're hanging out, you're playing with people, you're doing all that. You at a slot machine, you're mainly just by yourself.
Right, right.
You know.
So do you want to start the shore excursion or you want me to start first?
Yeah, I actually have two. I brought.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna lie, it's going. I mean, wow. Yeah, I'll do my two. That'd be good. Go. Yeah, since we were showing, I was like, all right, I'll do two. I don't know how many restaurants. I gotta double check. I think I only got. I gotta check. I don't even know where it went. It might be. It might not. I might have knocked it out, but I have to find it by accident. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I have to look for it when you go. Yeah. So this is a scenic trip to mountain caves and rivers in Zadar area. I mean, this is gorgeous. Like, I would love to
Beautiful,
actually
yeah.
just be. I mean, you see how gorgeous that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's put
I
like
tell you, it's very pretty over there. Look at that. It's like
okay,
it's
okay.
crazy
Let's
how
start
beautiful that is.
this. Let's start with this. I mean, this is definitely a great place to take a photo. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this looks like a
Yeah.
gold cave. This looks like a
Yeah.
cave. I'm sorry. Give me a hammer and everything. I'm gonna start chiseling that. Where's that gold?
Either that or diamonds or something.
Yeah. I mean. See, this is all nice, but it looks like. You see on the right, if you get a little too close down there, you are gonna slide right
You're
into
gonna
that
slide
water.
right into the water. The problem is how you're gonna get back up there. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty, but it's. I mean, it's got handrails, which is good, but it's skinny. So.
Yeah.
No. See. All you girls, you like taking those Instagram photos like this, but no. When you slip, I mean, you're gonna be regretting it. You're not just gonna have a broken leg, a broken arm. You won't even be around. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you slip and fall. Take those. Oh my God, this is good.
That is beautiful.
This reminds me of a little bit like the cave in Bermuda. Like it literally reminds me of it. But except for the cave in Bermuda has a lot more of those things on top. Oh wow,
Oh
that's
wow.
gorgeous.
Look at
Oh,
that.
you
What is
ladies,
he
look,
doing?
ladies, you got yourself a nice, sexy man.
Am I wrong or is he diving into the water or into the rock?
I'm assuming
That's a little scurry.
I want to ask everybody: do you think this is Photoshop? Is he actually there? That's
I
what I want
don't
to know.
know, right? It looks a little scary. I don't know.
It looks like who the hell would that? I mean, the only reason why I say this is he's there, but with how this photo is, you don't see a photo of someone just diving headfirst into the waterfall. I'm sorry,
Right.
not bad.
That one. Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it almost looks like a heart. It's got
Mm-hmm.
like a half a heart, a broken heart.
Oh, there's the other angle.
Oh, that's good. That's a different, yeah. Oh,
So maybe it's
maybe
a different one because the other one was red. Yeah.
right. Oh, maybe that's what it looked like before and after
Maybe
they
this is
painted
a
it.
one that is the cars maybe passed by there.
Yeah. So this is good if you actually stay in there. It's 8 to 10 hours. So there's English and one more. It's probably Croatian. Let's see, included no lunch. Bring your own food. Entrance, and you still have to pay to go into the national park.
Oh wow.
Oh, put that into fact. 160, almost $170 a person. Yes, it sounds pricey, but for 8 to 10 hours, that's
Yeah,
actually
that's
not
not
bad
bad. Mm-hmm.
for
That's
the
a pretty
amount of
good
time.
deal.
So you get the bridge for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then you go to the national park for 6 hours, and then you go to the cave for 3 hours.
Hmm.
All right. I mean, the park is huge. You're literally there for 6 hours. Wow,
Right.
that's humongous. I mean, if all you want to do is a national park, you might be able to get a cheaper value just to go there, and maybe you could do that on your own. You know, but you're getting all this stuff. To me, this is definitely worth it. And then I'm gonna show you guys the other one, and then I have to go find my restaurant that disappeared on me. Otherwise, I mean, I have a menu from a different restaurant, but I cannot read it, and it literally looks like it's
Well,
like
I had to
literally.
do mine. I had to translate it to English because mine was like weird too. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
wait a
okay.
minute.
So this one's also gorgeous. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that one is pretty. Croatia is really pretty. Like that
No,
area,
no, no. It's definitely pretty.
beautiful.
you know, Definitely a beautiful country. I can tell you that.
Wow,
My
look at that.
my wife's boss is from Croatia, so he goes there he goes back there like a couple times a year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was definitely
I guess if
gorgeous.
you think about it, to go
Hey,
going to those places, you can go on a cruise, but it'll kind of be nice to just fly there and enjoy for what it
well,
really is.
well, well, well. That's the other thing is if you wanted to, you fly there, and you could take. I mean, it'll be a long ride, but you could either take a plane or maybe take a train route to Rome
Right.
from that part of Croatia, because Croatia is right next to Italy. But it's still not. It's probably going to be at least a 10-hour train ride. But with that train, you get a nice scenic route through Italy and Croatia and all that.
Right.
What's included? No food. Oh, they got this one has Wi-Fi and 4 more things included. Discount bike schools. You get swim. You get entry fee. This is actually pretty cheap. It says it's $80 for 7
That's
hours.
not bad.
The price of this is really good, but you get the other one. You get to visit. You get more stuff to see with the other one.
Right.
So you're gonna tour. You're going to National Park, Kirka Waterfalls. You're going to another Kirka National Park. More waterfalls, and then you go to Zadarland City Gates. Okay, so yeah, I mean this one, is not bad. If you're looking for if you have a budget, I would recommend this one
Hmm.
over the other one. But if you want to see as much stuff as possible, I would go to the other one.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, that's a definite. Okay, so
All
let's.
right. So let me share mine real quick. I'll do my excursion while you look for your
Yeah, definitely. Uh,
okay, so here's mine. This is a full day tour of the Plitvice Lake National Park. So I picked this one because when I was looking at it, I felt that and it's also a full day. It's $157.02 per person. So this is a full day, and let's go check out some pictures here. Look at how beautiful. When I picked it, I'm like, oh my God, I could see if you're up in looking down, that's just beautiful to see. So you go to some of the most amazing waterfalls. You can walk through it. This is whoever built this is just great. So here's part of it. I could see myself walking through there, just enjoying, the scenery and all of that. So this is it. These are all the pictures. And it's 7 to 8 hours approximately. You get picked up. You also have a mobile ticket. Just check availability here. A little bit about the overview. It's perfect for cruise passenger with a limited time in Zadar Cruise Port, designed to fit your ship's schedule. Guests staying in Zadar can also join the tour with pickup in front of your apartment or hotel. We plan excursions for small groups. Your guide will pick you up from your accommodations or cruise ship port, ready to share the secrets and wonders of the park. So you can forget about stress, organizing, and all of that stuff. What's included is a lunch package, air conditioned guide. Entrance ticket is not included. The price is extra to pay in cash on the day of your excursion, and I guess that's the entrance to the park. The start time is at 7:30 in the morning. You'll get a confirmation and all of that. Let me see. So technically, you will be there, and you'll be there for 4 hours. Admission ticket is free. Also, you don't even have to pay for the ticket. So I guess, I don't know if it's the time frame where you drive from point A to point B. So, but hey, I would do it just I would love to just be here and kind of enjoy like my time with this actual port for sure. I would love to see that. So are we gonna do the
Yeah, I was just reading.
okay, I'm gonna do mines while you do yours.
No, no. Well, I already found one. So
Oh, you found one? Okay, so go ahead.
yeah. Okay, I'll bring it up. So, there we go. Yeah. No. Okay, there we go. Right here. Well, this place is called. Oh, let me get to the top. I'll show you.
It's called our entire menu.
Kornat, Kornat, right? Blend tradition, blah blah blah.
That
Let's
looks
just get
good.
to the menu. Let's start with the code. I do like that the menu is very simple, very easy to navigate.
Mhm.
Where it's basically just right here, and you click the categories. This is
Oh,
probably
that's
one of the, this is probably one of the most organized menus I've actually seen that's been online anywhere. You know, I like
right.
that. So this is what they have: tuna, beef, fish, cold seafood platter, stuffed with beef carpaccio with homemade dough cone stuffed with cottage cheese from the island of Pag. Okay,
Hmm.
whatever that is. Anybody want some little hats or beef
I
steak
know, right? Order the little hats.
stuffed with spinach, pecan, and Venus? Okay. Yeah, let's see what they got.
Black
I'm not gonna read
goldfish
everything
risotto.
because we will be here all day. Okay. Anybody want some soup? Beef, fish, cream. I like mushroom soup. So just let everybody know that mushroom soup is like my favorite soup to eat. I can.
Mm.
Oh my god, so good.
And the
Like
prices are not that bad if you look at it. It's not
yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was just on the Carnival cruise ship, they had the one night they had mushroom soup for one of the
Mhm.
advertisers. I'll be honest with you, it was amazing. Like I've had mushroom soup. That mushroom soup they had on that Carnival cruise, I told
Oh,
you
well,
I
that's
should do.
good.
It was really good. I would recommend anyone who likes mushroom soup on the Carnival cruise do get it if they. I think they had it on. Either the seventh or the eighth day they had it. They had it one time. I was like, oh, forget it. But I had to get it.
Hmm.
Main seafood dishes. Let's see, sea bass, shrimp, lobster, tuna, steak with some wasabi. So seafood selection, monkfish. I don't know what a monkfish is. Okay, let's
I
get to the
think
next one.
I've seen a picture of the monk fish one time because
Uh,
we talked about it in another segment.
oh, maybe. Black pig pork loin medallions. Okay, is that
Mm.
like a wild boar? Because
Probably.
I know pigs are like that pink in color, and I know the boars are black. You know,
Yeah,
so
probably.
you know, leg of lamb, veal steak, so first class of meat for two with roasted potatoes. You got some salads. I'm gonna go quick here. Tomato salad of that. Okay, I don't know. Is this vegan? Vegan? I don't even know what this is. Okay,
Vietnamese.
daily seafood.
Adriatic squid. Okay.
Common deck lobster, oyster, scampi, white Adriatic fish, Wadi Venus shells, red scorpion mussel. Okay, let's see. Daily meat offer. Beef steak, Florentine steak, ribeye, Costa Black. Okay, we got desserts. What is that first one? I don't even know what that is. I'm like,
Millie
forget
Fuchili?
about it. It's
I don't
Fugazi.
know.
You know?
With caramel
Oh,
ice cream.
yeah, okay.
Oh, cheese
Chocolate.
panna cotta.
Yeah.
Panna cotta,
Oh, I
Prince
hear the
cake with
fire trucks coming. Yeah, right? Everybody here. They, it's like,
oh,
okay,
look, they
here we
even
go.
have chocolate mousse with hearts of hazelnut.
So side dishes, obviously bread. Really? They're gonna charge you for bread? Everywhere
Two
you go,
dollars.
the bread's supposed to be free. I mean, you're not gonna charge me for bread. I mean, that's like Carnival charges you $5 for distilled water, right? I mean, come on. Every other cruise line does it for free except for you, right?
I know, right?
I mean, seriously. And
That's crazy.
and the funny thing is, if I go out there and I say, which I have, I say something to me, they all attack you like, oh, you're supposed to pay. Why am I supposed to pay when everybody else gives it for free? Right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's $5, but meanwhile, I'm there on a casino offer. You know, I'm going to spend a lot more money on $5 in the casino. You know, I mean, seriously. I mean, I'll spend more and I'll spend more money in one hand in the casino than I will. I could buy like forget about 100 of those. You know. Yeah, I mean, okay. So I'm gonna show you pictures, and then we could go to the one you picked. The second one is good. The one with the
Mm,
fruit. I know that one will be good.
yeah,
I
that
don't know
looks
what the one
good.
next to it with that green. That
They got some colorful foods there.
that is a lot of frosting on top of a cookie. I mean, seriously, it's a Christmas tree on the top of a cookie.
Hmm.
I mean, that's way, 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 way too
They
much.
probably poured it down, probably. Oh, look at that fish.
Rest in peace.
Maybe
What's
that's
that
the
cartoon
monkfish.
fish? What's that cartoon fish that they had? It was Elmo, right? Nemo.
Nemo.
That's Nemo. Everybody right
Oh
there.
my God, not Nemo.
Everybody, if you want to have
Oh, look at
Nemo right there.
the ravioli hats.
Where?
Right there by the clams and stuff.
Clam. Okay, I see clams. Wait, to right or left? Oh, well, the left
Um,
is
to your
tortellini.
left. Ain't that the ravioli hats?
No, that's tortellini.
Is that tortellini?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know.
that's a pasta. I mean, maybe
They
that
look
is
like little
ravioli.
hats.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same type of pasta. So I mean, maybe that's their. It's tortellini. It don't look like ravioli hat. Ravioli. It's tortellini. Okay. I don't even know what this is. That
Who
one.
knows what that is? Maybe that's the black pig. Or no, that's fish.
Yeah. There goes. I mean, you see. Oh, they're gonna cook it with the iron and everything. Oh, that's
Mhm.
disgusting. All right.
So it can look at you.
So, all right, everybody. So that's it for that one, and let's let you go
All
on your
right, so let's share mine. And hopefully mine will work today because every time I try, for some odd reason, it's not letting me do it. Hold on, let me see. Where are you?
Oh, if you know, I have a menu that I can barely understand. So yeah, all right, that's better.
All right, so this one is mine. It's called the Harbor, and you can actually make reservations. And then we have the menu here.
I'll look at. Oh, that's menu. Right.
Mhm.
I would have been pressing all of them. Like that's
I
why.
know, right? So you got mackerel tartlet for 8
Yeah.
euros, crispy prosciutto dumplings, dry aged beef chili nachos. So these are the snacks. The cold and hot appetizers harbor platter for 2, dry aged salmon tartare, baked camembert, steak tartare, angelfish carpaccio, aglio or olio shrimp with pepperoncini, beef carpaccio. These prices are not that bad. Well, they're not that bad. Burrata, Actually, I think we tasted burrata when we went over there to Italy. I think I could be wrong. Chicken Caesar salad, dry aged salad, octopus salad. Look, those are new ones. The soup of the day, creamy tomato and roasted bell pepper soup. For the appetizers, shrimp risotto, homemade gnocchi with hazelnut and 4 cheese sauce, traditional rolled pasta with veal, linguine with smoked mussels, parchieri alla napolitana with burrata cheese. You have ahi tuna steak, and then you have the dry aged salmon, dry aged akijim bass, octopus, dry aged shark. Oh, they got shark here. Then you got your burgers, Harbor Premium Dried Aged Burgers, Classic Burgers, Tuna Burger, Veggie Burgers. The meat dishes is lamb shank, ossobuco, marinated pork ribs, boneless chicken leg. Think about it, boneless chicken leg. Harbor meat and platter and cochinillo asado, which is pork.
So if it's boneless, how is there a leg?
Exactly. That's what I'm like. Wait a
Right,
minute.
right. It's boneless. So.
So that is the menu for today. I know that's what I'm like, boneless chicken leg. So what is it? Just the meat? So yeah, guys. Go ahead, Keith.
No. I was gonna say, like, a lot of times, like when we buy, like a lot of times when we buy our chicken, we don't buy it with the bone, so everything's like boneless. You know, it's easier to cook and all that stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's much easier for sure.
Yeah, especially for like salad and all that stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though I might be, a big chubby guy, we do have salad once or twice a week. My wife makes sure we're gonna have, but the salad has meat, it has chicken. It's always like a chicken, some sort of chicken salad, right?
Right.
She does like this one salad. It's with salad, corn, black beans. She mixes the dressing. She takes the tortilla dip and she mixes that with dressing, and it comes out really good. So I call it our fiesta salad, but I'll be honest with you, it is really good. You know,
well, that's awesome.
Whatever she does with it, it's good. You know,
that is so cool. Well, guys, next week we're going to be coming from the port of Suez. Is it Suez?
Oh, how do you spell it?
Egypt? Suez. I'm sorry, Suez in Egypt.
Hopefully,
so
Suez. It sounds like we come from Suez. That's what it sounds like.
I know, right? Well, it's Suez, Egypt. So that's going to be the port we're going to be talking about next week. If you guys have a port you guys want us to talk about, either send it to me or send it to Keith or possibly Jeffy. And definitely we will work with that. If there's a port that you guys not only want us to talk about, but a little bit because you've been there and you want to be part of Across the Way for that day, please let us know, because we would love to have you on board and talk about that port. But with all that being said, do you have any announcements or anything like that before we go?
Suez. you're must have heard. I've heard it. Okay, I had to know. Anything I have? Well, I do have. I mean, bunch of videos coming up, vlogs, this, that. I just put out a cruise news video, which a lot of people actually. I ain't watch other people's videos, except for one. I know a lot of people probably. I know the reports did not say how the altercation happened on the fight.
I'm a Wonder of the Seas.
Yeah, I actually found out by watching Adventures Ahead, because they were on. Why did I watch them? Because they were actually on the cruise ship.
Yeah, that's just crazy. They haven't shown any like altercation videos out there.
So
but they've been talking about it.
Well, I know so I'm gonna trust them, because you know how it is. Once you're on the cruise ship, you're in the Facebook group. The rumors start. People start talking. So basically, what they said is, it's in the description. Yeah, I will. Oh yeah, I'll put it in the description for the live stream. Yeah, in the description of the live stream, I'll put the slideshow. So basically, what they said was, what the people were saying is that a 30-year-old hit a woman that he was with. Then the 80-year-old intervened with it, and the 30-year-old beat up the 80-year-old. And then on a separate incident, a woman slipped and fell, and she also got hurt. So that's why there were 3 ambulances. Obviously, for the
Oh,
80-year-old, for the woman who got hit, and for the other woman who slipped and fell. They're not saying if the other guy even got locked up, got arrested, nothing. So they're trying to keep a lot of stuff hush hush right now.
wow, that's crazy.
But
Well,
you
we'll
know,
keep them in prayer. Hopefully everything will be resolved. But I've heard about it today. There have been a couple of other channels that have been talking about it, but we haven't seen on anything how it really happened or what really transpired.
no. I mean, that's the reason why I didn't put it out last night. I knew about it last night. I started to write it out, but I was like, you know, I don't want to put it out without actually getting a video of it, because the way I like to do it is I like to put it out there, bring up the video, talk about the video,
Right.
do the whole thing, right? But now I have no video. So now what's going to happen is once the video comes out, then I have to do a part 2. Which is,
There
hey,
you go. There you go.
part 2. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, first of all, I mean, no man should go out there and lay his hand on a woman. You know,
Right.
I would say you should not lay your hand on a woman unless it's a life or death situation. Like for example, if a woman pulls a weapon, I'm not going to say the weapon, pulls a weapon out that could harm you in any way, that's the only way.
Right. I do agree. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be having a vlog out. It is going to be a Disney vlog. It's going to be about the brand new parade. I went to the brand new parade. So that vlog is coming out tomorrow at 7 p.m. So check it out, because starting next week is our European family vacation is probably finally coming out on vlog. So, and I will be in a live stream next week on Tuesday. We're going to talk about all the carnival changes that have been going on with the company, the VIPs, the platinum, the diamond stuff, and all of that.
I mean, honestly, if you, I didn't get many views on the video, but I mean, what is Carnival doing? They can't make it. Honestly, it seems like they're sitting at the table, they're drinking, they don't know what they're doing. The press button, let's screw with the people. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I mean, by the time you know it, they're going to say, okay, we're going to stay at the old end. Watch once it comes in.
Exactly.
Because if you think about it, within one cruise, right? Just think about it, one cruise. So anybody out there could go there and become a gold card within one cruise if they've never been on Carnival. Yeah. So that's one of the things don't get me wrong, as a casino player, I do like it, but as for people who are loyal to Carnival, who've been in Carnival for 20 plus years, they have so many cruises and nights. Mm-hmm. I think it gives them a smack in the face.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about all those changes. There's a lot of stuff coming out, information in Carnival. So next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about all things Carnival for sure. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here on another Across the Wave show, the Port of Zadar. So we've done the Port of Zadar. For those of you that don't know, there's 1,200 ports, cruise ports out there. So we haven't even done not even 1% of it so far. I know, right? I have a whole list.
So wait, 1,200. It would take wait, just think about it. You got if we do, that would be 50 something ports, 56 ports in a year if we did every week, which we don't do every week because obviously holidays come in. Mm-hmm. That would take us what to do 500. So that would take like over 20 years to do it.
Oh, so. Over 20 years, we'd be having Across the Way. We'd be like all discombobulated, old and everything.
Yeah. Well, by that time, I probably won't be in New York. So 20 years.
Oh my God. But guys, thank you so much. I do apologize. The show went over for 10 minutes, but we love you all and we love our community. So thank you for being here. I love you all to the moon and back, and toodles. God bless each and every one of you guys. Take care, and I will see you next week. Adios. Bye-bye. Ta-ta for now.